everyone, it's me, Joyful Anime 19, and back at you with a new What If video. Okay, yesterday I created only two videos. That's because I had a bit more time, and I accidentally fell asleep when I was supposed to make only about 5 or 3 videos. I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I had to make 2 videos. Then I had no shit but to only make 2 videos. Sorry about that. But this is a new What If video of what if Deku had the Sharingan. The Sharingan. Now, we all know about the Sharingan. It can, allow the user to follow the movement of its opponent, and allow the user to also copy the other's jutsu. It doesn't matter what kind of jutsu it is, or what kind of chakra nature it is. Earth, fire, water, wind, lightning, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter to the Sharingan. But unfortunately the Sharingan cannot copy Kekkei Genkai abilities. So yeah, I figured that out, and you're all probably asking, how are you what is the Sharingan gonna be like in the My Hero Academia? Well, it's gonna have that same shape and color, and we're gonna make it that has 3 stages. I've seen in the I've seen in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden that the Uchiha clan the Uchiha clan's dark past. You know how they got the rise of power and everything like that. So I've decided to. I found out that the Sharingan need to get to the second stage by killing a loved one, like a friend or a family member, and the third stage was to take another's Mankyo Sharingan from them, both eyes, and the user will have eternal Sharingan, the eternal Mankyo Sharingan. So I've decided to make 3 stages. for Deku. So he doesn't actually need to kill his loved one, kill a loved one, or to take another Sharingan from someone else, because because the Sharingan is actually a visual quirk, and Deku will also have the visual abilities of other Uchihas from Naruto, like the one from Danzo, how he got the Hushui. I think that's what his name was. His power and his Sharingan allowed him to take control of the mind of another, go into the mind of another, take control of them, bending them to his will, and things like that. Now we understand the limits, and there are other abilities that different Sharingans possess. So yeah, I will figure this out. And let's see. I'll also make another what if video of what if Deku had the Sharingan and Shadow Clone as both his quirks. But maybe that's another time. Okay, now let's get to the video. Deku is born when he turns 3. When he turns 3, he gets his quirk earlier than everyone else. He was in the house, and then he saw the TV, and when he saw All Might, he got so excited that his eyes began to turn into a different color and a different shape. His mom went to see if he was okay, but when she looked at him, she looked at his eyes, and she said, "Izuku, did you unlock? Did you awaken your quirk already? Wait, what? And Inko has a mirror, has that little, that shiny, that mirror that people that women that girls have for makeup, things like that. Yeah, so she has that, and she shows the mirror to Deku, and Deku sees his reflection, and he sees that his eyes have changed, and that he has that both his eyes have some kind of different shape, two dots, and it's red. So they're wondering if it's a quirk. Then they go to the quirk doctor, and the quirk doctor does say yes, it is a quirk. It seems to only affect his eyes, but that's not the only thing it does. It also enhances its users' physical abilities, like the user's speed, strength, and durability, and other things as well. And the doctor says, "Okay, Izuku, I'm gonna throw a rock in the air, and you're going to see if you can actually see what else you can do." And the doctor throws the rock, throws a little pebble in the air inside his office, and Deku sees it, and Doc, is that sir? That rock is actually moving slowly, and I just caught it. And the doctor is even more surprised, and tells Inko that your son's quirk not only changes the shape and size and color of his eyes, but also enhances his physical abilities. That's not the only thing it does. It also slows the perception, allows the user to perceive time differently than others. and yes, we all know that the Sharingan can also copy movements and things like that. We're also going to give it other abilities, like the Sharingan. It can copy like Jutsu, so we're going to make it that it can copy quirks as well by seeing it once and then learn, and then the user will be able to have that quirk, have a copy of it, and it will be stored inside of the user's quirk bank full of quirks. So Deku has now knows that he's awoken his quirk, and he decides to call it, and he doesn't know what to call it until he reads a book. So he decides to put two meanings of characters, and put in Sharingan. So he decides to name it the Sharingan, since he read in the book, and he thought that maybe if he put two meanings together, the Sharingan was born. The name for the quirk was Sharingan. So Deku is now. So yeah, everyone sees Deku, and they know, and Deku is, and they all see that Deku is really strong since he awakened his quirk. But then when everyone else turns 5, they also awaken their quirk. They show off, and everyone doesn't actually ask Deku about his quirk, since they know about it and what it's capable of. But Bakugo says that since he awakens his quirk, so, hey Deku, and Izuku asks, "Why'd you call me Deku?" "Because it means you're useless and you're hopeless. And look at my quirk. It's explosion. My quirk is better than your useless quirk." And Deku gets a little mad at his quirk, and the Sharingan activates, and and the Sharingan copies Bakugo's quirk since it's seen it once. Oh, really? Why did you come here and say it to my face? And yes, and Deku's gonna punch Bakugo in the stomach, but instead throw an explosion. But instead, an explosion comes out of his hand, and this really hurts, and this really hurts Bakugo, and he sets flying. What the hell? And he passes out. What the? How did I? Wait a minute, how am I? This is Bakugo's quirk. How is this happening? My quirk is the Sharingan. There's no way I could have both quirks. Unless, yes, the Sharingan has the ability, in the My Hero Academia world, the Sharingan has the ability to copy other quirks and make them make them 5 times stronger, and multiplies their strength and power 5 times. That only determines of the user's will or how strong the user becomes. So yeah, Deku. Deku now knows that his quirk is capable of copying other quirks, capable of copying even quirks as well. And he wants to be just like All Might, but All Might doesn't have a visual quirk. So he decides to even surpass All Might and become stronger. So over time, Deku has seen other quirks, and his quirk, the Sharingan, has copied other quirks as well. Seeing it only once, it's copied one quirk at a time. Deku fixed that, and now it's capable of copying 5 quirks at a time. Now it's capable of copying 5 quirks at a time. 5 quirks at a time by seeing them once, copying 5 of them. But this makes the Sharingan ability to copy other quirks go into a cooldown state. Go down to a cooldown state for exactly 5. The cooldown state is only about 3 minutes, and Deku can't use it for. Deku is unable to use Sharingan's copying power of quirks for 3 minutes. And everyone knows that Deku's quirk is stronger and better than their quirk, since it's capable of much more, and they're wondering if it's capable of other things. And Deku awakens the Mankeyo Sharingan when he turns 10. His eyes began to take a different shape, then turns into like a Rasen, turns into some kind of Shuriken. Hey Deku, and everyone calls him Deku, but in a good way, but in a good meaning. Deku begins to like the name Deku. So yeah, Deku is now. So Deku's quirk begins to evolve to a second state. So the Mankeyo Sharingan awakens, and Deku, and he tests its power, and it seems that he can copy about 20 quirks. About he can copy a group of 20 quirks, and the time span is reduced to only 1 minute, and the time limit span is down to 1 minute. And Deku sees the other abilities of his evolved quirk, and it seems that he can create. It seems he can create some kind of vacuum thing, some kind of warp vacuum thing. So that's how it went down. he does it, and it turns into that. And he decides to help his community by taking out the trash. By taking out the trash, and the people in his neighborhood sees it, and they give Deku like little praises of money. And Deku believes that maybe maybe he shouldn't stop them because he does need money. He can't always go to his mom for an allowance, so he needs to learn to earn money his own way. So he decides to make a little bit of money by by people giving him only $2.25. So yeah, that's by making a small amount of money. I don't know how the money in Japan works, or how it is. I've never seen it. So yeah. So we're just going to compare it with the money here in America and Baltimore. Well, I'm actually in Baltimore actually. So yeah, we're going to compare it. We're going to just Deku is quirk. So yeah. And Deku is actually a lot smarter in his what if, thanks to his quirk and his perception of time. So yeah, Deku is now smarter and stronger. You could say he's about like he's actually at 7% of One for All, and he'll continue to get a bit stronger. So yeah, Deku is now. So yeah, Deku now understands the Monkey Girl Sharingan, and he understands that he can also enter into some kind of space that he created for himself. It's a bit different, and it can be used for a battlefield, so that way people don't have to get hurt. And he learns that with the Sharingan, he can also absorb people as well. Like in how Sasuke did it to how Sasuke absorbed Orochimaru. Yeah, by using his Sharingan, things like that, how it happened. So yeah, Deku will have that ability. Will have that ability as well. So Deku learns about this, and he's surprised by the space the and there's no homes and things like that. There's an empty dark space, but there's light. He's wondering where the light comes from, where the light is coming from, and there's this like little stone hedge things on the bottom of his feet. And he thought that maybe this could be used as a battlefield, so that way nobody can get hurt in the crossfire. So yeah, Deku does do that. So yeah, Deku. Sorry, something's on my hand. Deku is about. So Deku is now 15 years old. And every time he tries to push his quirk beyond its limit, his eyes begin to bleed. So yeah, he hasn't unlocked the Eternal Monkey Kill Sharingan yet. Deku is known as the strongest and could be the strongest quirk holder there ever is. And they all believe that he can surpass All Might. So yeah, during when he was in middle school, he did deal with some villains that tried to take everyone in his middle school hostage. But he took care of them by using the quirks he has. and he didn't need to activate his quirk. He activated the other quirks, so he learns to access the other quirks that he has without activating the Sharingan. So yeah, this has taken down about a bunch of weak villains and other villains that were strong that tried to take over the middle school and tried to take everyone hostage in his first year, second year, and his final year. And now he's in junior high. It's happening once again, but only in his second year. Deku is now seen as strongest. He's seen as stronger, that he's stronger than everyone. But Deku doesn't really care about this, so he still maintains his humble. So he's still humble and still. He's actually He's still more humble and wants to inspire others to become stronger. And so they do that. Everyone else becomes stronger. So yeah. So yeah, Deku is praised as the strongest and seen as the strongest as well. And everybody wants to be strong like him as well. So yeah, Bakugo is actually deeply jealous, angry, and jealous of Deku because his quirk is far more superior than his, and he's he's actually talking to himself and saying, "Man, I wish I was born with that quirk. My quirk, it just isn't like his. Damn it! I fought him many times and yet I can't win. That one time I almost won was just a fluke. I still can't land a single blow on him." But Bakugo still maintains his superiority complex thing, and he still has his goons. So yeah, everything does happen in the canon version. So yeah, everything else happens. So some things happened, yeah. The teacher throws the papers into the sky, everyone says yeah, and everyone's excited, and the teacher says that you can't use your quirk in school, and everyone has a unique quirk, and Bakugo and Deku are going to UA, things like that, and now it's the last day of school, and it's summer vacation, and everyone's packing up and going back home, going to their home, and Bakugo actually stops Deku, and everyone sees this, and Bakugo challenges Deku to another fight, but Deku declines, but Bakugo grabs Deku's shoulder and says, "Fight me now." And Deku uses his journal of him analyzing heroes, and he hits Bakugo in the head with it, and he jumps out the window, and he lands with his feet, on his feet, but he's not injured or anything. So yeah, he goes home, and yeah, and Bakugo is saying, "Damn it! Now he doesn't think of me as a rival. I have to get stronger. I will get stronger. And then I'll finally be able to land a blow on him." And Deku is walking home, and he takes the shortcut home. And the slime villain does attack, and the slime villain says, "Give me your body, kid." And Deku says, "No way. That's just gross, dude. You have some mess. You're messed up. You know that." And the slime villain says, "Screw. No, wait a minute. Go to hell, kid." And the slime villain just lunges at Deku, and Deku uses one of the quirks he copied, and it was Bakugo, and he hovers in the sky, in the air, and he uses an ice quirk to like shoot a beam of ice at the villain, and he was able to freeze him. And Deku says, "Chill, bro. Get it? Chill." Man, I cracked myself up. Okay, man, I've been working with these quirks for quite a while. I'm even surprised. I even surprised myself. And All Might comes in, and Deku sees him, and he says, "I am here." And he sees the slime villain frozen in a block of ice. Sorry, it's just a little funny when I imagine the slime villain frozen in ice. Sorry. So yeah, Deku is now. So Deku sees All Might behind him because of his Sharingan. He doesn't actually need to turn around. Oh my! Oh my God! What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Damn it! What do I do? I've never thought I actually get to meet All Might. I've only seen him on TV and on the internet, but never in real life. I've never seen him. Oh man, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? And Deku keeps a cool head. He gives it a level head, and All Might and Deku says, "All Might, it's you. I didn't know you were there. I just thought you were someone else." And All Might says, "Kid, did you take out this villain?" Yeah, she was threatening me, so I froze him in a block of ice. So I froze them, yeah. And All Might is actually saying, "Well, kid, you got an impressive quirk. I'm really glad that you'll become a hero." And yes, Deku does tell him that he'll become a hero and he's going to UA. So yeah, the whole thing happens. All Might asks Deku to does your quirk allow you to make slime villain go into this bottle? Sorry, All Might. I'm sorry, All Might, but I don't. Well then, I'm just gonna have to wait for the authorities then. And yes, the authorities do take the police does take the slime villain away. So we're gonna make a different villain that takes a hostage during that whole thing in the canon anime, in the original anime. And Deku does ask the question if he could become a hero with his quirk. And All Might says, "Yes, you can become a hero with your quirk." And kid, you shouldn't be asking me this question. You already know the answer. Don't let others' opinion of you and your quirk put you down, okay? You can become a hero with your power. Doesn't matter the quirk, you can become a hero. And this pushes Deku to become even more determined. And yeah, Deku is wondering. So yeah, this is actually where we're gonna leave it off here for now. Just wait for part 2 of this video. Okay, guys? So thank you very much. And I'm happy to say we're at 98 subscribers, and we're almost at 100 subscribers. And I'll finally be able to make What If Naruto Became the Shield Hero? Yeah, it's gonna be so awesome. I'm gonna be making Naruto what ifs and Deku what ifs. Yeah, it's gonna be fun and awesome. And I like Deku. He's actually really cool and awesome. So yeah, and I like Naruto. He's awesome and cool, and he has that determination inside of him. Yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it off here for now. Thank you, everyone, and bye.